High ticket sales is either going to be the most simplest way that you've ever made $3,000 to $10,000 a month, or it's going to be the worst thing that you've ever done if you lack the ability to pick good opportunities. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you the top 5 things that I wish I knew 5 years ago getting this industry, so you can shortcut your path to success, work your way to the top 10% of this industry, and actually land the offer that you want. Make sure that you stick around to the end of the video, especially for mistake number 4, because it could save you years of time and 6 figures in opportunity cost. Mistake number 1 is not learning how to screen clients correctly. Now let me put this into simple terms for you. Not every business owner that you come across is going to be your dream offer. In fact, the vast majority are not going to be a fit for you. This all of course depends on your personal circumstances and your goals individually to you, but you need to actually build a system to where you go ahead and vet these companies. You need to be asking questions in your mind of, what's the main offer that they sell? How high ticket is it priced at? What is their lifetime value? Who is the best team member? What is their marketing? What are their sales statistics? How many people showed up to calls last month? How much cash did the business collect? How much revenue do they generate on average over the past couple months? You can only get to the bottom of whether or not the person that you're talking to or the business that you're talking to is an actual winner by becoming curious and asking the right questions. You can't just accept the first offer that you get on the table. If you want to compare it to dating, it's like marrying the first person that you ever date or meet. You don't have enough selection, you don't have enough choice, and you don't have enough experience. You don't know what questions to ask, you don't know how to find your ideal partner. It takes 2 to tango, and it's very much the same when it comes to working with a good company in this space. Mistake number 2 is proof of concept. AKA, are there people currently working on the offer that you want to work on, making the money that you want to make? I see this all too often amongst younger and new and inexperienced sales reps who go in companies betting that they're going to get to where they need them to be to make the money that they want to make. It just simply doesn't make sense. If there is not an appointment setter or a salesperson or a closer making the money that you want to make on the account, you are betting your chips, you're risking that the business is going to grow to the point to enable you to make that income. The possibility and the probability of that happening is going to be pretty low. Is it possible? Absolutely. But for your income's sake, for your cash flow's sake, you need to work with a company that already has proof of concept in place, already has systems, already has good marketing systems, already has a sales process that you can follow because it's already been proven. It doesn't need more data. It doesn't need more sales reps to churn through and train. They've already done the work. They've done the due diligence, so you can make the money that you want on the account. For example, sometimes a sales process can take a little bit of time to be figured out for a certain market, certain niche, and certain client avatar. If the business is relatively new, not only do they not have someone already making the money that you want to make, but they don't have the systems to fulfill that. They don't have the systems to sustain that, and they don't have the systems to actually make that happen. Whereas let's take, for example, a bad closer is put into a proven, already working sales process where people are already making money. They inevitably are going to end up making money because if they follow a proven process that's already proven to work, you're just going to end up crushing it by default. Third mistake is lead flow. Guys, you got to understand, if the company that you're working for doesn't have good quality marketing, doesn't have good frequency and quantity of marketing, you are not going to be successful. You need leads to sell to, and you need them to be good leads. If they're having you cold messaging on your Facebook account, going into groups, prospecting for cold leads, that is not an ideal situation. You need to find an offer where they already have, again, a proven marketing strategy, something that's already working and that they're already spending large amounts of money behind. If you're working with a company that doesn't have advertising, it's not going to be an ideal situation because how can they scale? What is the difference between 5 and 6 figure companies and 7 and 8? It's marketing. So not only do we need to make sure that we have abundance of leads and the company is spending copious amounts of money on ad spend, we need to make sure that these leads are actually quality. Does the prospect even know why they are there for a call? Is there good brand recognition, right? What does the quality and efficacy of the marketing actually look like? Now, in some given circumstances, you're only really going to find this out when you work on the account. But as long as it's something that you're self-aware of and that you're looking for, it's ultimately going to set you up to be much more successful than the person who's always just trying to figure things out when the marketing just sucks and there's just not enough leads to even sell in the first place. Mistake number 4 is don't wait to cut off a bad offer. Guys, I have wasted more months and years than I can count with bad offers and bad opportunities. you need to understand that you need to be having the frame of mind that you are taking care of yourself. You're no longer an employee, you're not working for a company, you are a contractor for hire. And so you need to be looking out for yourself. You can't get indoctrinated into working with a business owner and being best friends with them, because at the end of the day, you are there to make money. And I'm not saying being an asshole to the business owner that you're working with, but what I am saying is don't get too attached, because if you do, you can look over certain mistakes in the company, certain red flags, and it's not going to be an ideal situation for you. Depending on how harsh the indoctrination can be with some business owners and founders I've worked with in the past, I've ended up wasting weeks, months, up to a year sometimes on the wrong offer, and it didn't enable me to make the money that I wanted. And it's not only time that you're wasting when you do this, because you can't get time back. Money you can, but you're also losing a shit ton of opportunity cost. Every single day, every single week, every single month and year that you are not on your dream offer that will enable you the opportunity to make the money that you want, you're potentially missing out on 6 figures to multi 6 figures in opportunity cost. And finally, mistake number 5 is results. Make sure that the company that you're going to work with actually provides good results for their clients. The coaching industry has gotten a very bad rep from a lot of people who simply have thrown up a program and not being able to deliver anywhere near close to results that they have guaranteed or promised. So you want to look at how many case studies the business owner has, how many results do they have, what is their client success rate, and more importantly, what is the efficacy, what is the efficiency of their delivery mechanism. So is their training actually good? Do you know that it provides results? Because sometimes even people can post results that are faked or that just aren't real. So you really need to be questioning and be curious on whether or not this person is actually delivering on the transformations that they are promising. As I mentioned before, there are so many people in this industry that have very big promises and very big claims and very little to back it up. This is not only important from an ethical standpoint, which is one of my highest values, but it's also important from a longevity standpoint. It's going to be much easier to sell the thing that you're offering if you actually get results with it, if you can actually back up the claims that you were claiming. So that's it for this one, guys. Hopefully you learn from the top 5 mistakes that I've made over the past 5 years, and you can hopefully shortcut the path to finding a winner offer and making your first 6 figures online. If you want to shortcut the path though and actually learn from someone who's experienced and been doing this for a long time, you'll find a link below down in the description. And on that link, you can apply to potentially qualify to work together. You'll be speaking to me or my team, and all I simply want to do is help as many people as I possibly can shortcut the path that took me 5 years and hopefully help them make it take 1 to 2. Doesn't matter if you're a complete newbie, you have no experience, or you've been in the make money online space for a while. I help anybody and everybody, but I just have to make sure that you're a fit for what we do. Because of course, naturally, there are some people that I will unfortunately not be able to help. So with that said, hopefully you learned something from today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.